On my previous video I showed you the Frontier 1-pot 5-piece cooking system. This time I'm showing you the Cedar Summit collapsible kettle. Now before I open it up, the size across there is 15 centimeters and the depth is 4.3 centimeters. That's closed. It's got a rubber band here which holds the lid on. Kettle's going to pull apart like that. The handles on the top they're made from a glass reinforced nylon. The sides here and the toggle on the lid and the piece underneath, they're made from a BPA free, flexible, heat resistant silicone. The base and the lid are made from a hard anodized aluminium. Very hard to see the markings inside there, but the kettle does have a capacity of 1.1 litres, but the mark there indicates that you should only put 0.8 of a litre into the pot, because otherwise it would boil over. It's got a pouring spout on the top there. The lid also has a silicone tab inside it, which can hang over the edge of the kettle there so that you don't lose the lid. This Cedar Summit Frontier set, you can also get these cups. They open up and they take about 400 ml in those cups. They fold up, the kettle folds down, and they can nest in the bottom of the kettle there, and the lid goes on top. Now, as it says, that's a kettle, Cedar Summit kettle, and it's almost saying to you with the 2 cups there, the tea for 2. Now, the kettle itself, the base of the kettle in here, that isn't non-stick, and be very careful what you do cooking it. It's not dishwasher friendly, and you can't use it on an induction stove. Now around the base you'll see there's a ring here, so whatever burner you're putting on, whatever gas burner or electric in that sense, you have to keep the heat between those lines, or I'm assuming if you didn't, you would potentially damage the silicone, either scorch it or discolor it, or I guess you could melt it if the flames got. You certainly couldn't use it on an open fire anyway, let's put it that way. Predominantly you're going to use the kettle for boiling water to make tea or coffee. You could heat soup in it, But you wouldn't want to be like my last pot when I put the soup in, forgot about it, had the flame on too high and it stuck to the bottom of the pot, and that would ruin the kettle before you even started. Now the boil times on this, that's the one thing I do have a slight issue with. I've got my pot here. It's a different shape, but it's a similar type of size and it's a similar weight. This weighs just a fraction more than the kettle. I did a test on it, and 600 ml of water in this kettle was double the time of 600 ml in my pot. So it's going to take more gas for the kettle. I'm not saying you wouldn't take this on a multi-day hike, but you'd have to be aware of how much gas you were using. It's a great piece of kit. For me, that's the only downside, is the boil time. But as long as you're aware of that, yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't get this 𝐸₂Summit collapsible kettle. Okay, thanks for watching the video. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, that'll be fantastic. 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞 signing out. Goodbye, and I hope to see you on another video soon.